Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so very much for joining me today and watching this video. This video we're going to be doing some Halloween mapping. So on October 31st, the veil is at its thinnest. And this is a perfect time for us to use, well, what's at hand to our advantage. I know it sounds pretty crazy to look at doing a yearly mapping session on October 31st. Yeah, you're probably right. However, I don't know how crazy this actually is. If you look at pagan traditions, people believed, and some still believe, that October 31st, that New Year's celebration. As we go through the veil, well, we go through that new year. What I'm looking at is using, well, that energy to our advantage. We know the veil is thinning, and, well, we need that guidance. That guidance comes in clearer and for Halloween. Last year I brought out this spread. This by no means is my spread. I did not create it. This is a yearly mapping spread that predates. It's a very old spread. It's a bigger spread. I have modified it a bit as I've added cards in the middle. However, I've seen this rendition as well. I wanted to give you guys a solid spread to be able to work on some of that mapping. Mapping is a fantastic way to plan out that next time period and how to go forward. And here we're looking at that year. You can do a similar spread for 3 months, 6 months, what have you. Now, for this spread, there was really only one deck I could think of, and it's this one. It's the Halloween Tarot. I absolutely adore it. Not only is it fun and quirky, well, we really need fun and quirky, it's also smaller. It's just a little bit bigger than business card size, and I needed the space. This spread has 15 cards to it. That's quite a space hog. Not only do I get the feel I want, but I also get the size I want. And size, well, when you're doing a reading like this, matters. And yes, this is going to be a bit of a longer video. I don't usually like to go above 30 minutes with my readings. This we're looking probably between 45 minutes and an hour. So it is on the longer side. That said, we're going to be mapping out the year, looking at what those challenges are going to bring and what that month is going to represent for you and how they interact. Like I said, it is going to be a bit of a longer reading, however, very meaningful. Now, due to the length of this video and how long this reading is going to take, I'm only doing one. I'm not going to have selections and do multiple readings. I don't want a video to be over 3 hours long. I want something to show you how to use this spread, and you can do it for yourself. Or you can contact me and you and I can sit down virtually and I can do this spread for you. This spread is fantastic at mapping that next 12 months. However, like a year, it takes a while. And it's worth the time. Alright, without further ado, my friends, let's get into this next year. Let's see what the next 12 months brings for you. So of course, well, we're going to have to start on question 1. What card represents the next 12 months for my friends? The next 12 months, we have the Page of Bats, or in other words, the Page of Swords. Now the page offers and lends his inquisical and playful nature. And we need that playful and fun right now. So far, well, 2020 has offered a lot of bumps and sharp turns. We feel pretty beat up and, well, stuck. That page offers us a way out by looking at things in a different way. When we use that playful and quizzical toddler that we all have within ourselves and let them out, we gain solutions that we never thought possible because it's not in our scope, it's not in our norm. We have our adult brain on and it shuts out those, well, wilder and more exquisite solutions. And 2020 definitely needs that thinking outside the box and possibly coloring outside the lines to regain ourselves, to gain that understanding and movement that we need. Now, this card also lends us the sword or the bat. The next 12 months, we really need to be focusing in on that critical thinking. We can't be using that gut reaction. Following our heart will lead us into more stagnation, especially right now. We need to use that assessment skill, those critical thinking skills, and help us get unstuck. We need to have that understanding. With that understanding, we're able to make clearer and more positive choices for us, for our greater good. So the next 12 months, really, that Page of Bats is a fantastic card to see. We're seeing that movement, we're seeing that play, and we're reconnecting in with that fun. So let's go into question 2. What card symbolizes my friends over the next 12 months? Oh yeah, the 8 of Pumpkins. Now, 8s are about movement and manifestation in tarot, and we need that movement. Like I said, this stagnation, this gunkiness, it sucks. We need that movement. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is that attention to detail card. We're going to be able to focus in on those solutions, on those ideas and perspectives. They're going to ignite and invigorate us. We're going to have that reconnection in with our passions and have a better understanding on how to utilize them more effectively for us and our journey. Fantastic to see, because we do need that movement. We need that connection. We need to get unstuck. We need to regain that fulfillment and that joy. The next 12 months helps us up and out in unique ways. Now, we do have to bear in mind, we do have this attention to detail. It's a working card. We need that. We can't just sit idly by and allow things to happen. We need to put some effort, energy, and love into our situation, into ourselves, so we can see that movement. Movement will not just happen. The tower will strike and it will cause you to react. It won't make you move. People do react and turtle themselves more so that a tower strikes again. You need to make that clear decision, setting intentions and doing rather than just watching. And that's a big part of the next 12 months. We need to be that active participant. We need to engage in our life, and this is a big piece. Enjoy and explore all that our day holds for us. We got to take those blinders off, and we need to experience and connect into that fulfillment and joy that every day offers us. Some days, I won't lie, it's really, really hard to see that joy, that silver lining. It's there. We just need to take that time to assess and reflect. So dreadedly, we go on to 3, which is what card symbolizes the main challenge for my friends for the next 12 months. The King of Ghosts, or the King of Cups. That emotional regulation, that intuitional connection. Like I said, we need to be functioning from that headspace, that assessment, that critical thinking skill set. We have the King, well, he's the most fully developed personality of the cup suit. He usually has ultimate and utter control. Right now, he is raging, and so are our emotions. We feel like we're on a roller coaster. That's not going to stop in the next 12 months. We're still going to feel like we're on that perpetual roller coaster that shifts and turns and loop-de-loops. Our emotional mindset is going to be jostled. It's going to be really turbulent. That's why those critical thinking skills are going to be essential for us. Yes, we want to work on our intuitional skills, and of course we want to calm and heal our emotional mindset. However, it's going to be the challenge for the next 12 months. Now, like any challenge, once you've accepted that challenge, whether it's a challenge that you wanted or not, you have the ability to overcome and succeed. Like I said, that hard work, and that card represents you. With that hard work, you will be able to take control because you're using your mind rather than that emotional heart that is causing that heartache, that fear, which adds to that topsy roller coaster. We have the ability to start to take control, and we can do that through that knowledge, head-centered space, and also through that grounding. Got to remember, pumpkins, they're equivalent to that pentacle. We need that grounded energy to start to ground and stabilize ourselves. That's when we're going to be able to take control. We're going to see our intuitional skills flourish, and we're able to heal ourselves on a deeper level. Until that time, we have kind of a challenge that is more of a nuisance than anything else. This is something that we can easily overcome should we put our mindset to it, should we set that intention. So now I'm going to go through the individual months. I'm going to start at November and go all the way around to October. So in position 4, of course, we're working on November. What card symbolizes November and all that it holds for my friends? The 3 of Pumpkins. I love this card. So this card I affectionately call the Triforce Perfecta. When we're able to work with ourselves, our physical support team, and then that spiritual team. We need to be working in tandem and cooperation to get the job done. 2020 isn't over. There's still more to come. It's hard to kind of fathom or adjust ourselves to, but we still have more. And the tower hasn't stopped striking. We're going to see added and more aggressive global challenges in November and December. Don't be surprised if you don't see these challenges move forward and continue on into 2021, because globally people aren't getting it. The universe needs to kick us into gear, and it's doing it in the only way it can. So we have challenges to overcome, and the best way to conquer that is through working together. When we work together, these insurmountable challenges become more manageable. We're able to guide ourselves over and above whatever challenge and obstacle we're facing. November, of course, we're still looking at that veil being thin. It's going to start to solidify throughout November, and then by the middle-ish of November, if not before, we're going to have that veil solid as it normally is. However, that doesn't stop us from connecting in and working with our high vibrational support team. As of right now, I'm filming this at the end-ish of October, and I have 3 meditations either out or coming out for connecting in with your support team, that high vibrational, amazing support team. I'm not sure how many I'm going to add on to this series. It really is a series that's building off of the same tool to help meld that tool for you and your journey, for your greater good. So we'll have to wait and see. A lot of times what happens is I get that meditation and it just comes through and I download it and I write it. Well, right now I know I've got the 3, I may have more. We can use that tool no matter how thick or thin the veil is. And that's an important piece. We're able to use these tools throughout our year or time. Yes, October, November may be a little bit easier because the veil is thinning. However, when we tap into these tools, we can utilize them over and over again. And the more we do, the stronger we become in using them and seeing success when we do. So November, we're starting off with that connection in, that cooperation. Let's go on to December, which is position 5. What card symbolizes December and all that this month holds for my friends? I guess it should be stated that grounding is very evident. Another piece and another skill that we need to work with and ensure that we are revisiting throughout the year. Three of Ghosts, or the 3 of Cups. Adding to our 3s, of course, that 3 of Ghosts, we're looking at that community, that physical support team. December, well, it screams our physical team. We need it now more than ever. And especially as the holidays come up, we need that physical support team. Now we do have to bear in mind 2020, well, it's not done striking yet. So we do have to be careful with how we're connecting in. We want to keep ourselves and our amazing support team safe. However, it's going to be essential that we connect in. We receive and give support. They're going to need it just as much as we are. That support, well, like we know, is going to be an essential key to overcoming these challenges, these obstacles that we're going to face. Now, of course, we've got that double 3. We're kicking that next 12 months off with that multiple. When you have that multiple 3, the angels are telling you that something close to your heart needs to be expressed, which is very true. We need that emotion. I know I said we need to be functioning from that head space. We can't be devoid or lacking of emotion because we're not able to connect in. We're not able to share and give love that we need. It's important that we rule with our head. We need to assess and critically think about what's happening. That said, we need that heart to help guide us a bit. Give us a little bit of pointers, but allowing that head to look at it and assess if it's for your greater good. On to the 6th question, which is January. What card symbolizes January and all this month holds for my friends? Of course, I should mention the Three of Ghosts is also a celebration card. We need to participate in that amazing celebration and rejoiceful time that we're going to have together. We need to focus in on the positive, even though we know 2020 isn't done yet and there are more challenges to come. The 10 of Bats, or the 10 of Swords. Well, we're going to kick off 2021 with a lot of swords. 10s are about ending and beginning. And that's very much true. We're ending a year and we're beginning another. But this is also a page turner for you guys. We've got a different chapter altogether. We're going to have that opportunity to start to focus in on some healing. I know I do a lot of readings where I'm like, yeah, we're not going to touch this. We're not going to touch these swords. These swords are causing pain. Actually, I should backtrack. The swords themselves are not causing pain. The swords or bats are knowledge. It's the emotion we have attached to those situations and events that are causing pain. Our ego utilizes it to its advantage to slow us down, cause stagnation, and cause that fear. And it's that heartache and fear that we're trying to outwit, outthink. January, you're starting this time off right. We can start to work on and heal some of these pains, release some of this fear. Think of healing as peeling an onion. You crack it, you peel off the one layer of skin, and you heal. You dry off and love the next layer to crack it and do it again. We have lifetimes of build-up of past pain and heartache, past fear and anxiety that we need to start to heal. In January, well, January is a time to work on that, to start to wiggle those swords out, heal, wiggle them out a little bit more, and then eventually that sword just falls away. It's released. Healing is not a one-step cure-all. You're not going to find one pill that will fix it all. It takes time, and January is where we're going to start this healing. It's going to be a process, and it's one that we can't do alone. At this time, I think I have probably a dozen healing meditations. I couldn't tell you what more I'm going to have in January, but I can tell you that those are tools that you can use to your advantage whenever and however often you need. Let's go on to the 7th question, the month of love. What card symbolizes February and all this month holds for my friends? How many people are voting for and praying for the Lovers or the Two of Cups? Well, we have something almost as good. The Queen of Imps or the Queen of Wands. That passion burns bright in February. Fantastic card to see in February because we do have a month of love. And, well, what is love without that burning passion? And yes, we're going to have that ability to work on and share that love and passion with others. But more importantly, we're going to see our passions ignite. This healing, even those baby steps that I recommend people take, you're going to see movement. And in that movement, we're going to see some shifts. Setting that intention and giving yourself time to heal, well, not only does it really embrace what the Eight of Pumpkins is encouraging you to do, it gives you new perspective. It also invigorates and inspires you, leaving you more energy and time to focus in on those life-giving aspects, those life-giving pieces. February is a fantastic time to embrace in that passion mindset. Embrace in that life-giving piece and aspect. Connecting into our creativity and letting it run, letting it go, so that not only can you express yourself, but you're going to see some amazing opportunities come forward. When we get out of our head, we get out of our way, the universe, well, it lights us up. It lights that path. Pieces and aspects fall into place that allow for greater ease and more fulfillment in what it is we're doing. And we're going to find that with that very sassy, that very passionate queen. That time for self, that attention to detail will pay off. And it will pay off in all aspects of your life. It's going to be up to us, again, like I said, to put in that work, to connect in and allow our passions to create movement, to create evolution in ourselves and our journey. Let's go on to March, which is position 8. What card, well, apparently it's that one, symbolizes March for my friends? Ah, yes we do. The Seven of Pumpkins. Now, sevens can be a bit of a challenge card. However, with some hard work, with some perseverance, you get that luck and victory of the seven. And that's very true in the Seven of Pumpkins. That hard work, you're looking at that growth. You're looking at that prosperity. Like I said, this passion, it's going to lead to prosperity, especially when you allow that passion and your creativity to go. Giving yourself that time in that creative mode will really pay off, especially as you head into March. March, you're going to see that growth, and you're going to start to see different pieces and aspects emerge between the passion and the healing, and of course, that amazing support team that we're having, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, to help us with this. The more growth we're going to see, and the more growth your physical team will see. When we start to grow and develop, so do those around us. So it's a knock-on effect that's going to help out not only you, but those that you care about most. Let's go on to April, which is the 9th position. What card symbolizes April and all that it holds for my friends? The 10 of Pumpkins. Of course, we've got another 10, so it's an ending and a beginning. However, it's a beginning that isn't so hard to deal with. Whereas this 10, we're looking at healing. This is one of the family cards. we're going to have that connection in. We're going to see some amazing growth and support within our family center and our family unit. And don't be surprised if many of my friends don't look at having some added supports and additions that are happily going to be embraced and welcomed into your family unit within the month of April. April brings in that spring energy. Well, that growth is going to happen in many different areas and facets of your life and your families. Additionally, of course, with the Ten of Pentacles, it reminds us of the importance of our connection and our relationship with our family members. April brings in some added supports and energy to connect in and, well, reinforce those relationships, strengthen them. And it's not a global strengthening of all family members. I acknowledge that many family members may not understand or may not be supportive of you. These are the family members that are supportive, whether they're part of your birth family, an adoptive family, or a family that you're making on your own. Give yourself some time, give them some time. Connect in and enjoy each other. Enjoy each other's company and support. Now, obviously, we do have those double tens. In angel messages, when you have that multiple 10, the angels are telling you that this is a time of personal development and spiritual awakening, which is going to happen as we heal ourselves and we start to work on and strengthen and add to your amazing support team. Whether it be through the addition of added family members or very close friends and supports. And we're going to head on into May, which is the 10th position. What card symbolizes May and all that, well, apparently it's that card, and all that this month holds for my friends? This is a very jumpy deck, and it's kind of fun sometimes. That's why I'm glad it's a bit smaller, so I can have pretty good control over what's coming and going. The Queen of Pentacles. Such a beautiful card. I love this rendition of the Queen. We have that earthy Mother Nature nurturing energy come in May. It really does kick off with that Ten of Pentacles or Ten of Pumpkins and swings gently into this Queen. That fertility, that growth, it's still there. And it's amplified with this Queen. That growth, that abundance, it's up to us. How much hard work we put into this will really clearly outline what our growth and our abundance looks like. Additionally, in May, we're looking at added opportunity to nurture ourselves so that we are more open to nurture ourselves, so that we are more open to receiving and accepting that abundance and that growth. Again, we're having a bit of a run here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10 cards. And there's 5 different possibilities of suits. We've got 5 pumpkins or 5 pentacles. That grounded energy is going to be vital for you. We need that groundedness to be able to embrace and nurture that growth, nurture that development, and most importantly, nurture that abundance and fulfillment that's to come. Because of course, we've gone from that creative, passionate Queen to that very nurturing and fertile Queen. We're looking at that abundance swinging upwards, and we're looking at a lot more amazing to come. So of course, we've got that double Queen, and they're obviously the 13th card in the Minor Arcana. When you have that multiple 13, the angels are telling you to calm your mind so you're able to receive the intuitive messages and ideas that are going to support you most right now. And let's be honest, that passion, that nurturing, it's getting us out of our head, it's getting us out of our way so that we are open to those messages, to that guidance, and most importantly, to those opportunities. Now, we're better off than halfway through the next 12 months. We're heading into June, which is going to be the 8th month of this reading. This is a fantastic starting off point. Like I said, you follow this through and you're going to see that upward swing and that abundance that we're looking for. So let's go on to June, which is the 11th position. What card symbolizes June? Woo! Oh, I hit the floor. And all that the month holds for my friends. Like I said, this is a really jumpy deck. Sometimes it gets really, really excited. Death, the 13th card in the Major Arcana. Adding to our 13s with these beautiful queens, we have death. Of course, it's not that you're going to have that type of loss. Rather, it's time to release things. This growth, it needs space. In June, we need to give, well, space for that growth to occur. Releasing aspects and pieces that aren't serving us, that aren't helping us in any way. They add to that chaotic stagnation that we find ourselves in. June gives us that amazing time to release, giving us that space for amazing new emerging pieces and aspects, and of course, that amazing abundance. Then we head into July, which is the 12th position. What card symbolizes July and all that it holds for my friends? You're getting a run of 13s. The Queen of Ghosts, also known as the Queen of Cups. So we have that intuitional and creative element coming in July, where we have that passion-based creativity, while July brings in that intuitive-based creativity. The two are the yin and yang of that creative endeavor, our creative selves. We need that intuition and we need that passion to combine and unite to make something truly amazing where you find that fulfillment. You gain that joy and that abundance. So we have that creative element within July. We also have, of course, that intuitional component to the Queen of Cups. She's the second most intuitive card in the deck, and well, July gives us those opportunities, that energy to connect in and work on strengthening and honing those intuitional skills. That's going to help guide us for the latter part of the year. That intuition, that creativity, that's where we need to strive for. That's what we need right now. That insight and that expression. On to the 13th. Of course we had 13, there's 15 positions, but I think it's just funny how many 13s. We've got 3 here, the 13th position right across. We've got that 13th card. So don't be surprised if 13 is not the number of 2021. What card symbolizes August and all that it holds for my friends? How many of you are rolling on a 13? You're wrong. It's a 0. The Fool. Like I just said, the 0 card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at that journey, that next step. I just said that the Queen, she's going to give us that intuition, that creativity that's going to take us forward. And the Fool is taking our hand and guiding us down the path, helping us to take our blinders off so that we can embrace the beauty and joy that's occurring all around us. Enjoy our journey and allow the universe to be our guide. We miss out when we put those blinders on. We put our head down and we charge forward because that's what's expected of us. Slowing down and being mindful of what's occurring, what's happening, will bring in that fulfillment and that joy. It will help you see little side treks and paths that will help you sidestep some obstacles and challenges that everyone else is running head first into. Taking that time, slowing down, and enjoying your experience allows the universe to open those doors, those possibilities and opportunities. You're going to see some of those opportunities and possibilities thrive, especially as we connect into our intuitional skills and abilities. Now let's head into September. It's the 14th position in the spread, and we're rounding up that year. What card symbolizes September and all that that month holds for my friends? Apparently it's that card. Sometimes I find when you have a cat connected in, and you do with the back of the deck, you get really jumpy cards. The 8 of Imps, or the 8 of Wands. Like I said back here, 8s are about movement and manifestation. Well, we're going to have movement. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew has 8 wands descending the heavens and heading towards the earth. That intuitional guidance, that support, that path invigorates this passion, that passion-based creativity. Like I said, in August, the Fool is going to present opportunities and possibilities. We're going to start to work on those opportunities and possibilities, connecting in with them and making them our own. Adding that flair, that passion, that creativity that is all our own. That ownership, well, that's going to add in and amplify that amazing abundance. Those possibilities will erupt. October has some amazing energies, and again, we're back into that thinning veil. That guidance is going to be fantastic. Go back, not October. September has some amazing energies that are really going to kick us in to October and into, well, the next mapping session, into that next step. So let's end off, and we're going to cap off with October. What card symbolizes the month and all that it holds for my friends? I should mention, of course, we do have the double 8s there. In angel messages, of course this just really amplifies what I just said. In angel messages, when you have that multiple 8, the angels are telling you that abundance and prosperity is coming your way. You need to stay true to your passions. Wow, the Empress. You guys are 13 and 3-tastic. So now we have 3 3s right across the top. And we ended up with, in the end, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only 13 that you guys are missing is that of the sword. That is amazing. So 3s are incredibly important for you guys. So be mindful of that 3 and ensure that you give yourself some time to express yourself. Of course, October, we are looking at that thinning of the veil and all that amazing guidance that comes with it. However, October is going to also offer us some amazing opportunities for continued growth and development. We have the Empress. She's the Mother Nature energy. And down here in May, we have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pumpkins. This is the major archetypal energy, and this is her everyday experience and expression. We have an amped up prosperity, abundance, and nurturing energy coming in October. Using that to our advantage and setting ourselves up for an amazing next 12 months. We have that opportunity. We have that amazing fertility and nurturing that we need to move ourselves forward. We already have that support. We have that intuitional connection. We have that passion. That creativity, well, it's going to create that amazing Garden of Eden and all its abundances. This is your year, my friends. It is up to you to embrace those pieces and aspects that are meaningful for you. This is a group reading, so it's taking that group perspective. I do have this spread, like I said in the introduction, down below, so you can do this for yourself. However, if you don't trust yourself or you don't feel that your reading skills are up to it, you can always head to my website where you can purchase some time to complete a mapping session. You're probably going to need an hour, and we can go in depth into some of these months and connect in with what's going to happen for you on your individual path. We will be able to connect in and talk through Zoom, so you'll have a real life reading, if you will, in real time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this very long reading, and I do apologize. Like I said before, this is not typical of me. I don't like these really long readings. It's hard to sit through. It's incredibly helpful to be able to map things out. So I want to thank you for joining me and sitting through this long session. I hope that you found it fun and interesting, and you're able to gain some direction into what's going to happen over the next 12 months. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help other people find my videos and the support that they need. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. I know lots of people have them. Of course, I've got lots of tiers and perks, and those perks, you're looking at free readings and healings from me. Also, I have a library of Patreon exclusive readings, just for my supporters. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my friends.